Hey guys, Adam here, the Roof Strategist, and today we are talking about your most valuable asset. Now, if you're wondering what it is, I'm going to get to that in just a second. But first, I want to tell you exactly what this video is going to do for you and why you should stick around all the way to the end. It is going to help you figure out your number one most valuable asset that will contribute to your highest earning potential. This applies to yourself as a salesperson and as a business owner. And when you're done watching this video, you're going to have actionable insights that you can start using right away to get that most valuable asset ramped up to speed. Let's jump right in. Alrighty, what do you think your most valuable asset is? Is it your truck? Is it your file box? Is it your customers? The answer is actually simpler than you think. It's your mind. It's your intelligence. Now, Brian Tracy is an author. If you haven't read his stuff, I would highly recommend. He's been the single most influential person in my life. And in fact, I wrote him a letter that he personally responded to because if it weren't for his book called Goals, and I forget the subtitle, you can look it up. If you just search Goals by Brian Tracy, his book will pop up. Is the first book I ever read. And I literally went through every single exercise in that book, outlining what my goals were, my income goals, my relationship goals, which by the way led to me meeting my wife and getting married and happily married now for 5 years. So anyway, that book changed my life and led me to roofing sales because I knew what I needed to do. I actually picked up the book about a week into roofing sales, chewed through it and hammered it out. And inside, Brian talks about why your mind is your most valuable asset. Now think about this for a minute. I want you to chew on this. Many of the guys that are watching this channel came from being an installer, right? And as an installer, your earning potential is with your hands. If you had a broken leg or a broken arm or you jacked something up in your hand or something, you're not going to be able to install roofs. Your earning potential is done because you're using your body. But when you can transition to using your mind and leveraging the power of your mind, you can move mountains, right? Now, when you apply this concept to roofing sales, you're going to see that when you invest in your mind, you will earn more. Now, it's no secret this isn't unique for anyone who's teaching it in the roofing world, and it is unique to life. When you work smarter, you earn more. It's not about the hours, right? It's not about the input. It's the quality of the input. Same thing if you were going to make a really good steak, a really good meal. It's all going to be about the quality of the ingredients that are put in the right order, the right amount, that tastes delicious. But if you start with junk and a poor cut and crappy seasoning or no seasoning, it's not going to come out. So the quality of your input is what will dictate the output. So same with your mind. What are you doing to preserve your most valuable asset, which is your mind? Now, to me, that was transforming my truck into a mini university. I listened to books after books. I purchased an Audible subscription. I spent hundreds of dollars on audio CDs, which might be a dated thing. You can listen on your phone now, but I liked the CDs because I knew exactly where I was, and I chewed through them all because all it took was that one little idea that helped me have a huge breakthrough. So, what is your most valuable asset? Let's write it down. It is your mind, your intelligence, your approach, working smarter, not harder, maximizing your input to get more out. Now, how do you do that? You refine, and there's things I don't even teach, like supplementing. That's a great resource to go learn how to do because you can supplement a job. By the way, I ran a projection with some clients the other day. Imagine supplementing a job, which by the way, I don't teach supplementing. There's other great resources out there to do that. But if you supplemented just for every permit that was 40 to, I don't know, $100 per job, and you do 200 jobs a year, only 200 jobs, that's a lot of money. That adds up. I got to grab my calculator because I suck at math. So let's do that. So if you're doing 200 jobs, and that's, let's just say $50 a permit, just for easy math. 200 jobs times $50. That's $10,000. 10 grand. As a salesperson on profit sharing, that's a whole chunk of change in your commission, right? That is not going towards job costs. If you're an owner, that's a huge chunk. It's $10,000 that you're not giving away. That's boom. Right? And then imagine doing that on other code items. You can maximize it. So all it takes is one little breakthrough. That's why I go to conferences and things. It's not about what I learn at the conference, that one little gem. And I look for that. So in your mind, you're looking for the one little gem. And I call them mining for golden nuggets, right? So one little gem, you find that little golden nugget, and it might be a closing tactic. It might be an opening script you learn, like how I teach. So just start a conversation at the door. You don't need to go in for the kill, right? Starting that conversation. One little golden nugget, one little aha moment, okay? One little gem, one aha moment. That's all you need. One aha moment and golden nuggets, right? So those little wins can be huge. Now, I was at a conference and I learned one key takeaway on restructuring our workflow. So when I was the COO of a larger company, we made some changes and we took away production from the sales team and put in a production person. Sounds totally simple. And it transformed the business overnight, literally. One of our lowest producing salesmen turned into one of our highest, and it was because of one little gem. Now, that wasn't working harder, wasn't working anything, doing anything other than investing in my most valuable asset was my mind, problem solving, creativity. And I had that one little gem, that one aha moment, that one golden nugget. I had another one on the direct mail. And yeah, there are other people teaching using direct mail. This is not, direct mail's been in use since the freaking post office came into play, right? These aren't unique to any industry. Guys, breakthrough here. Everything out here that we're learning in this field, in our field specifically, this is the aggregation of brilliance in our world, and we're packaging it up and applying it in ways that can help us move the needle in our objective, on our battlefield as roofers trying to win for ourselves, for our customers, for our companies, okay? So when you do this, you improve your mind, you improve your problem solving and your creativity, okay? Problem solving and your creativity. Now, I have had my mind blown. A client had this really brilliant idea to leave things behind and knock doors. And I can't share it because it was his idea and I don't want to do that to him because I want him to test it. And if it works, I'm hoping I can bring it on. But I was like, dude, brilliant. Imagine that technique on a little leave behind at the door that captures the attention of a customer, that gets you 1 to 2 more appointments a week. That is game changing. So how do you do this? How do you invest in your most valuable asset? Now, most people are going to say, hey, it's because you give me money and I'll help you do it. And you should invest in yourself. Well, if you want to do that, you can. But what I recommend is investing in information and resources, okay? And the best way to do that is to use your truck time. Now, I know we're on the phone a lot in this industry, driving from here and there, but whether you're between customers on your commute out or your commute home, I calculated and I, on average, spent about 20 hours a week inside my truck, commuting between projects, jobs, and all that. 20 hours a week is more time in a classroom than most people will get in a full-time education in college. That's a lot of credit hours. You can use that time to become an ace of your trade, true through sales book, true through sales trainings, listen to podcasts, learn the latest strategies and tactics that are being developed. And if you can use your truck time to do that, you will become so much smarter. You'll have those aha moments. By the way, I kept a little journal. Here, let me grab it. This is my journal. So I journal, right? And I keep it in here. And when I have those little aha moments, and I have a little thing here, I write them down. And I'm like, oh man, that's one little gem, one little idea. And, boom, there it is. There's the insight to apply, and it will make a huge difference because sometimes people overcomplicate things. Now, when I say that, I sat down with owners. I was in a consulting session the other day with some clients, and they're like, hey, we really want to grow. We want to do this. And I was like, guys, let's reel it back in. There's a really simple way to go there, and we're overthinking it. So don't overthink and overanalyze. It's all about simplicity and finding those little golden nuggets. So here's what I want to leave you with. I want you to think about 3 different ways that you can improve your most valuable asset, which is your mind, your problem solving, and your creativity. I want you to find podcasts. Chew through this channel. Watch every video I have. I get emails all the time. Adam, I'm so glad I just stumbled into your channel. You've been inspiring me. Thank you. I'm watching your videos before I go out and knock doors. Awesome. Chew through it, guys. It's free. It's right here. So the second thing, I have a free ebook, 3 tricks to get to the kitchen table. Follow-up emails we'll send to you to teach you little mini tactics I learned, subtle body language tricks on how to get customers to kind of be more responsive. And it works. It's psychology, it's communication that applies. You can use it in your personal life, right? I have material, by the way, that can give you that aha moment, my marketing battle pack. You can check that out. There's a link in the description. And it doesn't even need to be me. You don't have to give me your money, right? You don't have to give anyone money. There's free podcasts, free resources, but I want you to do is write down 3 things. What are the 3 different ways that you can improve your most valuable asset, which is your mind, problem solving, and creativity? Write it down, the 3 things. And if you improve on these 3 things, what's it going to do for your life? Imagine it for a minute. Imagine you close 5% more people, 10%, 20% at the deal. Imagine what it's going to do for your income. All right? Think about that. Imagine if you're listening to podcasts every day and maybe your real passion's in real estate and you're like, hey, holy crap, I want to get in real estate. I want to do something with the money I'm earning in roofing because it's good, and I want to put it in other resources to grow my income. Imagine spending 20 hours a week or even 10 hours a week learning how to invest in real estate and getting really smart in that. So whatever that means to you, write down those 3 things. What 3 ways can you improve your most valuable asset, which is mine? What 3 things can you learn? And I want you to write down in your journal, in your mind, on a voice note, whatever it is, how will that improve your life, your business, and your income? Once you write it down, do it. I hope this has been one of the most valuable videos you've seen from me. Thank you for being part of this channel. Click subscribe if you haven't already. New videos come every Tuesday. Whole bunch of links in the description below. Check them out. There's some free resources. There's some very cost-effective resources in there for owners and salespeople to really ramp it up. You can check it out, no obligation. I want you here for the long run. I want to help you feel inspired, educated, and most importantly, I want to be your go-to place to help you invest in your most valuable asset, which is your mind, your creativity, your problem solving, and your motivation. Thank you for being here. Drop those comments. I will see you on the next one.